Kind of sad and really having to regret this, but it's blowing up on Twitter and Facebook and ESPN that Kobe Bryant, one of the all-time greatest basketball players, was killed in a helicopter crash. Kind of sucks because he was only 41. It says coming out of Los Angeles, California, Kobe Bryant, 41, the legendary basketball star who spent 20 years with the Los Angeles Lakers, was killed in a helicopter crash that he was traveling in, crashed and burst into flames Sunday morning amid foggy conditions in the hill above Calabasas. Bryant's death stunned Los Angeles Lakers and the sports world, which mourned one of the greatest basketball greats of all time. Sources said the helicopter took off from Orange County, where Bryant lived. The crash occurred shortly before 10 a.m. near Las Virgenes Road, south of Agora Road, according to a watch commander for the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. 4 others on board also died. Bryant was in Philadelphia last night to watch Queen James pass him for third on the NBA's all-time scoring list. Queen James set the record in the third quarter of the Los Angeles Lakers' 108-91 loss to the 76ers last night, scoring his 33,655th career point in his career. Bryant, who retired in 2016 after spending his career with the Lakers, scored 33,643 points. Bryant was born in Philadelphia, which is where he was born and raised at. His father, Joe, played 8 NBA seasons in the 70s and 80s for the 76ers, San Diego Clippers, and in his last stop, the Houston Rockets, under then-coach Del Harris. A light-hearted 6'10" string bean who went by his Philadelphia playground nickname Jelly Bean, Joe Bryant played college ball at LaSalle and married Pam Cox, the sister of a starting guard at Villanueva. They named their son Kobe after the city in Japan. Bryant excelled at Lower Merion High in Ardmore, Pennsylvania, near Philadelphia, winning numerous national awards as a senior before announcing his intention to skip college and enter the draft. Kobe Bryant was selected 13th overall by the Charlotte Hornets in 1996 as a 17-year-old, but the Lakers had already worked out a deal with the Hornets to acquire Bryant before his selection. Bryant impressed Lakers general manager Jerry West during a pre-draft workout session in Los Angeles. Less than 3 weeks later, the Lakers traded starting center Vlade Divac to the Hornets in exchange for Bryant's rights. Bryant, whose favorite team growing up was the Lakers, had to have his parents co-sign the NBA contract because he was only 17. Bryant, the 6'6" point guard, made his pro debut in the 96-97 season opener against Minnesota. At the time, he was the youngest player to ever appear in an NBA game. He started in only a handful of games during his rookie season, coming off the bench in support of then point guard Nick Van Exel and Eddie Jones. However, Coach Del Harris played him more as the season progressed, allowing Bryant to showcase his skills and talent that made him a top candidate for Rookie of the Year. Those skills were also on display when Bryant won the slam dunk contest in '97. Bryant continued to improve during his sophomore season in the leverage, averaging 15 points per game. However, his breakout season came out in the lockout shortened 1998 season. In the 1998-99 season, when he only started in 50 games, because they only had a 50-game season that year due to the lockout. Bryant and leading scorer Shaquille O'Neal quickly morphed into one of the two most lethal combo and defensive combinations in the league. Together with Coach Phil Jackson guiding them, the Lakers would go on to win 5 titles, especially with Bryant anyway. Despite coming together to win some of the most closely fought playoff series in Lakers history, friction started to develop between Bryant and O'Neal. Eventually, Bryant stayed with the Lakers while O'Neal was traded. I don't know if it made it true or not, but making matters worse, Bryant was arrested in July 2003 on allegations of a rape charge. The charges were eventually dropped, but Bryant's reputation took a big hit. After the Lakers lost to Detroit in the NBA Finals with star-studded team that included Karl Malone and Gary Payton, O'Neal was traded to Miami and Jackson's coaching contract was not renewed. As the team's undisputed leader, Bryant signed a 7-year contract to remain with the team. And Bryant had 2 of his best games in his career. One of the games he scored 81 points against the Raptors in 2006, and the other game, and his last game that he played in 2016, he scored 60 points against the Utah Jazz. And Bryant's 81 career points is the second most scored in the game, behind Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game in March of 1962. It says earlier on December 20th, 2005, Bryant had scored all of the 62 Lakers points to combined to the and it says he had outscored the entire Mavericks team 62-61, entering the final fourth quarter, which in which Bryant did not play that fourth quarter. Bryant continued to impress during the 2006-2007 season, scoring 50 points or more in a team record 10 games and averaging 31 points a game to capture his second NBA scoring title. His number one player in the league by far, said Washington point guard Gilbert Arenas said in 2006. I said, but everybody's saddened by his death, and they said he was one of 4 or 5 people that were killed in that plane in the helicopter crash. Um, but yeah, but he's retired. I said, yeah, but um yeah, but it's really sad to even have to report this.